The Easter holiday is steeped in beautiful traditions. One tasty tradition includes homemade Easter candy. For more than 2 decades, a dedicated group of volunteers has donated their time and talent to make these mouth-watering peanut butter eggs in milk or dark chocolate. The eggs are an annual tradition at Christ Lutheran Church in Hazleton, located right across the street from Hazleton City Hall.
And this is a serious, hard-working group of volunteers behind me that are hand-coating every single egg that we make, peanut butter egg, and then they bring them out to the tables here. The ladies trim them up beautifully, pack them, and voila, a beautiful finished product. You get a dozen eggs, and you know, we've weighed them before, and they're over a pound of chocolate per dozen of eggs.
1 pound of these homemade eggs for only $10. Elaine Judd, along with Lita Burkhart, are co-chairs of this popular fundraiser that actually began as a gesture of love for a family in need.
26 years ago, a family had an accident. Their 2 sons were in a terrible accident, and it was a real strain on them, both emotionally and financially. And we wanted to do something to help them. So Elaine and I were sitting in my kitchen, and I said, let's do a project, and we came up with peanut butter eggs.
We didn't know what we were doing, but we had a good recipe, and lots of people came out to help, and I think we only made maybe 100 dozen was all, and they all sold. So it was a nice fundraiser. We felt really good about helping this family, and then the following year, people are looking for them, like, oh, are you going to make those eggs again? And we're like, oh, well, I guess we could.
And so with the help of these volunteers and the young people from the church, this tradition continues and the orders have multiplied. But just where did this delicious recipe come from?
It came from Grebe Junior High School, and my son had to take home ec classes and shop classes at that time. And he came home with all these recipes, and he said, Mom, let's make these, because he loves peanut butter. So we made the Buckeye balls, and that's what they're called. We formed them into eggs since.
So how much man or woman power is actually needed to create these delicious confections? Once the orders are taken and the ingredients ordered, the real work begins.
We make them 5 Sundays in a row, and in between the women are here emptying out the freezers, coating them, trimming, and then boxing them. And then the orders will be filled the very last week and ready for distribution on Palm Sunday.
It is a project. Big project, and we have a lot of volunteers working here from our church. We even have ladies coming from other churches that are friends with people that come out to volunteer, and it's become probably like a neighborhood project.
I'm doing my part to volunteer for this project, and I think it's only fair that I take this little sample right here and make sure that these eggs are worthy of being sold by Christ Lutheran.
Make sure they're edible.
I'd say we have to try again just so I could eat more, but they're delicious. They're absolutely fabulous. Hope you got yours. One person who was supervising and taste testing when allowed was church pastor Wayne Loophole.
It's a wonderful feeling to have so many people involved in a project like this. It's really indicative of the kind of congregation we are at Christ Lutheran. Committed folks, hardworking, and ready to reach out to others. And the fellowship of the project itself is wonderful.
So while the egg coating continued, Pastor Loophole gave us a tour of this beautiful house of worship. He also explained how this fundraiser helps sustain the many programs that the church offers.
And it really provides funding for a number of good projects and ministries that occur here. And among them, of course, are the ministry to the children, to the adults, the educational programs that we have, as well as outreach programs. And we've become more involved in the community, and that allows us to do that.
Back in the kitchen, the volunteers proudly promote their eggs and their church family.
Well, if you're looking for a congregation, we're here. We have a fabulous minister and a fabulous church family here. You'll always feel welcome, and you'll leave here with a warm heart.
And peanut butter eggs.
And peanut butter eggs, of course.
I feel very good to be a part of Christ Lutheran Church because we are a very friendly, giving, and welcoming bunch of coconuts here. So I don't care who you are that walk in the door, you do feel a sense of community, of camaraderie, and we're blessed to have Pastor Wayne with us all these years. He's not allowed to retire.
I think he could be bribed with eggs to stay longer.
Wow, we give him all the eggs he wants.
When all said and done, more than 3 dozen volunteers will have made over 1,600 dozen, or approximately 20,000 peanut butter eggs. While it's too late to order for this Easter, this talented crew plans to be here same time next year.
We've been very lucky that our reputation precedes us. You guys will have to try an egg before you leave. And you know, and I really appreciate you coming down and showcasing this project of ours.
Pastor Lupul, first of all, thank you so much for allowing us into your church to see these wonderful eggs being made here. You have a great congregation, and I understand that you and they have a great message to end this story today. So from all of the wonderful people here at Christ Lutheran Church,
Happy Easter!
And happy Easter to you. Hope you got your eggs. Reporting for SSPTV News, I'm Lisa Sugart.